Hey there, Chuck with RogueDeckBuilder.com. We are here with first game of our 9th draft. We have won the die roll, and yes, we will go ahead and play first. We are going to go ahead and say good luck to this guy. So Side Jedi is who we're playing here. Let's see here. We've got forest, a mountain, and a swamp, and we have an Asphodel Wanderer here. So I feel like we're pretty good with keeping this. No, we will not mulligan here. And we have all three of our colors in hand, which is perfect. So we will go ahead and throw out the first turn Asphodel Wanderer and say go ahead. And he is playing green as well, which is interesting. We hit our second mountain, which is not necessarily what we want to see here. We will go ahead and throw out our second, and we'll get in here for 1. So he's playing green-white here, and he's got a Voyaging Satyr, which we never saw, otherwise we would have definitely taken that. That seems pretty good on his part. And Swordwise Center would be nice if we had our second. So we definitely won't trade for that. We'll just throw out our Opaline Unicorn here and say go ahead, as that gives us the Swordwise Centaur for next turn. So he's going to untap his plains here. And he has the Wingsteed Rider, which is fine. So we do have the answer for that. So here we have an interesting choice. I think the choice isn't really all that interesting though, because we do just have to go ahead and chuck out Grave Robber here. So I think that's really the play here. So we'll see if he's got something to target this. And he does. Gives it flying again. So he targets it and gives it +1/+1. So that's pretty sweet on his part. So he's going to get in here for 4 this turn. And we do have another forest here. So we will chuck out the Death Touching Sedge Scorpion. And we can go ahead and get out the Setessan Oathsworn here. And we can go ahead and attack him with the Grave Robber here and get him down just a bit, as he's not going to block. So he's playing another thing that requires double white here. And he Ghostblade Eidolons onto that thing with Bestow and Double Strike, so yeah, that's ugly. Wow. And we're pretty much just done. There's nothing we can do at this point, so yeah, nice pull for him. That is insane. You got some pretty decent picks there. So I think we do bring in this flying thing here. And maybe get rid of something bigger. I don't know what we get rid of here. Thinking something, maybe we just get rid of one of our, maybe just the Cetessan Oathsworn here. Maybe that's our weak link. I think we'll go with that. And then go ahead and submit that. And yes, we will go ahead and play first. Again, we have those three and Astral, so no, we won't mulligan. We'll throw out our forest here first. Say okay. Hope that we draw into a forest here. We do, which is great for us. Go ahead and check out Swordwise here. Doesn't have a turn 2 play. So we have a turn 3 Fanatic here. So he just went ahead and placed the one counter on it, as to not give us the attacking 6 this turn. So that seems pretty good. And we do have Keepsake Gorgon there. So I think maybe we just throw out Cornucopia this turn. And X is 1. So maybe we just denote these. Hit OK. Not really sure what he's waiting for here. So we wait. And he says okay. So we'll go ahead and add another green and cast out the second Swordwise Centaur here. Attack with both of these. Get him down to a 10. See what he can come up with here. And he went ahead and conceded that one. So we'll just resubmit here and hope we get something good. So far it's been kind of back and forth. So if we get the right combination of cards, it is really easy to overwhelm very quickly. But if we don't get the right combination of cards, then we get run over. So, I mean, but that's just Magic in general. So, and it seemed like a little bit screwed out there that turn. He got 2 forests, which seemingly that's not his strong color. So he got 2 forests and 1 plains, and that seemed like that did him in pretty well. So we will see what comes up here. He plays first, so he has the benefit of being able to have the first. And again, here we go. I think we have to keep this again. No, we will not mulligan to 6 cards. We will throw out the first turn forest here in hopes that we draw another forest very quickly. And the one thing that we don't have in our hand is the mana fixing. So we do hit our second forest, which is fantastic. Allows us to get our Swordwise Centaur out there. And he does have something to cast here. He has a Nessian Courser. It seems pretty good. We do have a Mogus's Marauder here. But we need 5 to cast this Baleful. So I think we will just throw out Mogus's Marauder this turn. Or maybe we do just cast out Baleful, because that gives us an ability to block his Nessian Courser here. So we won't swing in this turn. We'll wait and see what he does. So he has a Setessan Oathsworn as well. He's not going to attack. We do come up with another forest here. So I feel like here we can go ahead and cast this Marauder. So we'll go ahead and do this one and this one. Save our Death Toucher back to block, which that doesn't really do much because he has 2 creatures that can block this. So we'll just swing in with the Mogus's Marauder here, get in for 2. And we have Keepsake Gorgon on board for next turn. So he's just going to swing in with both here, because he's got a target for this. And you put 2 +1/+1 counters on that if you target it. So that'd be a 3/3. And Baleful Eidolon here, we can just go ahead and block his Nessian Courser. So unless he has 2 things to target this with, I think we just go ahead and let him target it this turn. So he just kind of faked out there, I guess, it seems like. And Nessian Asp is really good. And we have a Centaur Battlemaster, which is going to come in really handy down the road here. But for this turn, I really feel that we just throw out Keepsake Gorgon here. And say go ahead. And he has his Wingsteed Rider on board here. And I don't think he attacks this turn. Okay, he does attack this turn. We will just go ahead and block. Gains indestructible till end of turn. So that's kind of awful, but it gets it out of the way at least. And we do have Fleet Feather Sandals here. And this says bestow. Discard a card, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So I think we will just cast out Battlemaster this turn. And swing with Swordwise here. So it's going to come down to getting pretty dicey here, because we're going to be taking like 6 or 7 this turn. So he's just going to swing with the Wingsteed Rider in the air, which is fine with me. And he's got a Voyaging Satyr. And something else, and a Wavecrash Triton. And there's a Forest. So we're going to go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's now a 9/9. And even if he throws everything in front of it, that's only 4, 5, 6, 7. So that seems pretty good. So next turn we have our Fleet Feather Sandals here. And does he have the Monstrous on board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He does not, or yes he does with the Voyaging Satyr. He can hit that. So I don't want to block, because then he's just going to Monstrous it. So I think I just let it through. And he's going to Monstrous anyways. So that's going to take him up to 11 damage on board. So he didn't Monstrous it in combat. That's interesting. And Bow of Nylea is going to be really nice here, as it gives all of our attackers Death Touch. Or I can gain 3 life at the end of my turn. Or I can deal 2 damage to target creature with flying. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll go ahead and throw Fleet Feather Sandals out here. And get in here with our Centaur again. He'll throw his Satyr in front of it, which means he has to hit a land of Monstrous this turn. So he did go ahead and Monstrous it while he still had the Satyr. So that's now an 8-9. So I'm going to have to throw something in front of that this turn, if he swings with it. He does not swing with it. But he can't kill me unless he has a spell, and I can just discard this to pump it 2-2. So I think I do this. Put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature, which makes it a 10-10. So he doesn't declare blockers here. So I think I just do this. Get up to a 13 and draw a card. Which is an Asphodel Wanderer. Which is basically just another thing to throw in the way of something here. And I went ahead and won the match. So, yeah, very powerful at the end of the game there. So, thanks for watching. This has been Chuck with RogueDeckBuilder.com, and stick around for Game 2.